So it has to be done.
For sure, for sure. So yeah, I think we'll just kick off. Like starting these videos is always a bit awkward. Never know who's going to be watching, whatever. But to whoever's watching this, I hope it helps in the future. So Sam, like you've been doing very, very well. I think it's fair to say. Can you just start off by like introducing yourself, man?
Yeah, and well, yeah, I mean, my name's Sam. Joined EasyGrow late September. I was running the agency before then, but didn't really see any results. I had like one client and it was just kind of ticking over, right? I was just doing the agency full time, but didn't really have much money to speak for it, to be honest. Joined late September and then, yeah, just went all in. Um, I'm in the gym niche and then, yeah, just went crazy with it.
Got it. So you said you're in the gym niche, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing appointment booking, you're running ads. Just tell me like a little bit more about the service side of things as well. Just to give some context, you know?
Easy, man. Well, yeah, I'm in the gym niche. I just do lead gen, basically appointment booking for gym owners, get them new members, get them people in the door. Um, yeah, that's basically it. I just hop on sales calls with them, tell them I can get them new members, and then they pay me a retainer. It's good, man.
Okay, dude. Um, and why did you choose a gym niche, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's saturated, it's this and that, and you've scaled really quickly, right? So why did you choose it in
Yeah.
the first place?
I don't even know. I was just everyone's just like, oh, you gotta. When I first started, like before I joined EasyGo, everyone's just saying niche down. Like I was just like, oh, I don't even know what niche to do. Right? I don't have experience. I never worked a job, so I don't have experience in anything else. And
I
I
love
was like, oh, kind of get on. I know how to go to the. I go to the gym. I know how gym kind of works. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it, gym it is. And then just chose gym and just stuck with it pretty much.
I fucking love it, man. It's just like real intuition, you know? Let's go down that route instead.
Yeah,
Cool.
I just picked it and stuck to it, man.
Yeah, man. And how old are you, just for reference?
No, I turned 20 in December.
Ah,
Like I turned 20 last December. So I was like, I'm 20 now, but I was 19 when I started.
nice, nice, nice. And how do you find that, you know, when you're talking to business owners often that are like a hell of a lot older, was that like, did it ever come up as an issue or do you ever feel a bit like out of place because of that?
Nah, I never really seen it as a problem, to be honest. Like, I just never let it be a problem. I mean, I just kind of took alpha position on the calls, let them know that I wasn't like to be fucked with, really.
With
And
the
then
sword in the background as well, like,
yeah, just gained respect from the get-go, took
yeah,
control of the call, and yeah, it was never really a problem.
definitely. And dude, like before you join us, kind of paint us a picture of what things look like. Did you say you were doing it for 5 months with one client? Was that right?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I started in June. I think
Mm-hmm.
it was maybe April last year I started. Um, but yeah, it was more just like kind of learning what to do on my own. I didn't pay for any other course before this. It was just learning everything on my own, trying to sign clients, not knowing really what to do,
Mm-hmm.
how to do it. I was putting in the work, but I just was pretty much going nowhere because I didn't know what to do. So I was learning everything on my own. And then yeah, I signed one client. I don't even know how I signed this guy, but I signed him and he was like in the IT space. Like I was selling like printers and shit. And I was just like, well, pretty much he paid me. And then I had one gym client as well. And I used to sell websites and whatnot just to kind of get some money because I wasn't working a job. I was just doing this full time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of just ticked over. I was able to save up enough and then I just hopped on a call. Honestly, I actually hopped on the EasyGrow call, kind of just fishing for information. I can't lie. Hopped on just like, oh, I need to know like what's going on. And then I hopped on and I was just like, you know what, this is for me. And then I just took the leap, spent all my money, everything I saved up in that period on the course, and then just made it back within the first month. So
It's fucking cool, man. Like, we will get into what things are looking like now because it's fucking good, man. Like when I saw your post the other day in the community, I was like, gotta reach out, you know. So just to clarify, like it sounds like you weren't niche down when you were doing it on your own. Like if it was a guy selling printers or whatever it was,
oh man,
you
I
guys
just needed money. I mean, I was just like, I had no job. I was actually injured at the time, right? So I had a full broken elbow. I just couldn't work, couldn't do nothing, and I just needed money. So I just, if someone was willing to give me money to provide a service like a website, I would just do it. And it
Hmm.
was just like kept doing that. Then I realized it's just never. I'm trying to solve all these different problems. It's never going to work. So
Yeah.
then that's when I just decided gyms, and I just went for gym owners only. And then yeah,
Got it. And in terms of that, like you said, you maybe started around April. Sounds like you really started around June. You joined us in September. You had one client, but sounds like you did some other things as well. Like how much did you make in total in that 4 or 5 months?
oh, I mean, I got lucky to be honest. I had a client and he paid me like a decent amount for like up. Like I don't know, like I didn't even know how to sell, man. I mean, my first sales meeting, I was just cold calling every business I could find, and it was like a tow truck company, and it was like, yeah, meet me at some cafe in the city, and I was like, shit, and I just went and did it, but I didn't know how to sell, so I was just freeballing it, just in the cafe with some guy, just trying my best, and it just didn't work. He just left. I was like, whatever, and then yeah, I just kept going. Probably made around 5K, spent 2.5 on living. So most of it was going out just to like subscriptions, just to keep it up and running. And then I saved up a little bit, and then I just bought EasyGrow. And then yeah, it took off since then.
Got it. And I mean, let's look at things now, right? Like, what are you doing a month in terms of revenue? What do things look like at the moment?
I mean, right now I'm bouncing around 20K, bouncing around like 15 to 20K, really depending on obviously just like how everything's going, clients putting stuff on pause or whatnot. But yeah, I'm trying to break from the 20 to 40K mark, around the 30 grand. That's where I'm trying to go.
Hmm.
I mean, my goal was to finish the year with 10K, and my goal was to buy a new car, right? So I finished December, made 10K in December, bought my car, bought an Audi S3, and I was like, fuck it, I made it now. And then I just went all in, like just went all in, started scaling, and then I hit like 20K in January. And this month, it's been a bit of a struggle this month, but I've got a few new clients. I think I plateaued a little bit just for a couple of reasons. Like, I don't know, I got a bit comfortable, but now I'm still working on getting up, and I'm going on holiday. Well, not really holiday, but I'm gonna work from my laptop from Thailand for a couple months. I've got all that lined up, and it's yeah, it's all possible now, to be honest.
Did you did you think that you'd be as far ahead as you are right now when you started? Because you joined us what in September, and here you are, 4 months later in January, hitting 20K a month. Um,
Yeah.
that's quick, man.
I mean, I didn't expect it, but like to be honest, I'm not surprised. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I've been putting in the work for like so long, and it's just like I feel like if you put in the work, God's just gonna give you what you deserve, right? So I
Hmm.
mean, I'm I'm so I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but yeah, I definitely am kind of taken back by it. Sometimes it's catching my car just thinking, oh, like I've worked for this shit, but like I'm actually here. Everything like I was dreaming about, I'm actually got it now. So it's just like keeping that going and reaching my next goal.
And but like you seem very calm and collected about it. But dude, how's it feel being at that point? Buying the car, like be making 20K a month. Like,
Yeah.
how does it feel, dude?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, I don't know. It feels like it's kind of hard to explain. It doesn't feel like when I was grinding to get to like 10K or 20K, I felt like once I got there, I'd be like, yeah, I've made it. But like you get there and you're just like, oh, it's life's the same. I just got more money and I can do more things now, but I'm still working hard, still trying to reach my next goal. So nothing changed in that aspect. It's just I'm actually getting rewards for the result for like work I put in months ago.
Yeah. Sometimes like the pursuit, the journey is better than the kind of destination, right? You get to a destination, you enjoy the view for like a day or two, and you're like, all right, next thing, right?
Yeah, that was me, man. I got to the goal, got past 10K, and then I bought the car. The day before I bought my car, I was just like the most excited kid ever. I was just so excited to get in this car. And then I bought it and then like was razzing it around for like a week. And I'm just like, oh yeah, all right, it's kind of cool, but like could get a Lambo or something, you know? It's like, it ain't that cool.
And dude, that is the best thing. because it's that kind of mindset that builds empires. If Charlie and Bo like didn't have the same thinking, the same mindset, not being satisfied, like none of us would be here today, right? They would have cashed out like 4 or 5 years ago from their first agency. They'd be traveling, they'd be relaxing. They could call it an early retirement if they want. But it's that constant growth, like that's what makes something huge and worthy, man. And you're here at the start, 1 year into it, like. I'd love to project it forwards and sit down and talk to you every year and see how much it's going because it's going to be exponential, brother. Just
I mean,
keeping the
yeah,
light.
that's what I think. But like, obviously, you get some doubts, like even where I'm at now, I have the same doubts I had. Not the same, but like I'm doubting, oh, will I get to 50K? Can I get to 100K? But like, these are the
Mhm.
doubts I had when I was grinding for 10, 20. So
Mm.
you have the same doubts, but you kind of see it for what it is and you just work through it instead of kind of letting it tilt you in a way.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that's a good thing, right? Like the day you don't have them and is the day you're going to be super bored, man, and you're not going to want to get out of bed, right? That like the pit in your stomach that gives us life, right?
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. For
So, dude,
sure.
I know you mentioned that you booked an appointment very cheekily just to get some free info on the call. Like it seems like it wasn't your intention to buy the thing. Did you close on
Uh-huh.
the first call?
Yeah, on the first call. I mean,
Was it a particularly hard close? Did it take a long time? Like just obviously I wasn't the one that closed you, so I'd like to have some context. Do you feel like you were hard to sell on that call? Having not had the expectation to do it.
I don't know. I mean, Reese is my boy now. So Reese closed me. We've stayed in touch ever since. He's my boy now. But when I hopped on the call with him, I was really, really because obviously I just seen like Charlie's YouTube videos and I was like, oh, I need to know how to do this. How does he do this? Hopped on the call, booked the call, hopped on it, and then I was just like, I don't know. I didn't really know sales at that point, so it's not like I knew what Reese was doing, but I was just trying to fish for information. And then it just made sense, right? He just told me like I told him how hard I'm working to like actually make this happen. My situation, like I'm waking up at 4 a.m., grinding all day, going to bed at 7, repeat, 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 just sitting all day at my desk, just working. And he's just like, listen, bro, if you have that mentality and you have this course, there's nothing that's going to stop you from making it. And I kind of just believed him in it. And then I just took the leap, literally spent all the money I had. I had, I think we worked out some payment plan. I had exactly what we agreed on. And then I spent it all. And the first month, I was just borrowing money off my dad, off my brother to kind of just pay for things, like pay for like small subscriptions that I had to run the agency, but then just started signing clients and then just came back. And then, yeah, just went from there. I don't know if I was an easy close. I definitely had some objections, a bit of fear, but I feel like I was definitely the right client for the program. So I think like Reese's conviction just really helped me take the lead, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And dude, how much you making that first month right there? Because you went all guns blazing, right?
Oh, I mean, I signed not so like I wouldn't. So the first month is October. I joined. I think it was like the 25th of September, and then in October, I think it was like four, four clients, and maybe like a website. Just like topped on a call with some guy, tried to sell him. He didn't work. Sold him a website though, and then
Yeah.
just and then it paid for it, and then it was just like sweet. Now it's paid for. Now I can actually do this.
Yeah, man. And what would you say would be like the hardest thing that you had going through the entire course? Like if you look back and you're like, that's the shit that gave me the most anxiety, the one that I didn't want to do the most.
Oh, bro. I don't even know, man. Like realistically, right? It's just like if you're gonna put the work in, let's say someone was like in the position I was when I joined, I knew 100% that I would be putting the work in. Like I've already been putting in the work, but just trying to learn everything. And I just felt like I could learn everything, but I wasn't getting anywhere. So it's like if you're gonna put the work in, then the course is definitely gonna help you get like if you just need the knowledge and you already have the work ethic, then you're gonna make it. This is the thing, people don't know what EasyGrow has because they're not in it, right? But like it's truly like it's genius. The things that Charlie goes into, it's actually genius.
Yeah. So
So I think the hardest thing, since joining the course, the hardest thing would just be, I wouldn't even say it's putting in the work. I would say it's probably, I don't know, taking the leap of faith in yourself is probably the hardest thing. But once you commit, it's just like you got to go all in.
Yeah, man. And dude, I suppose like, you know, what was going through your mind right there? Because you took, let's say, a hell of a risk, right? To put all in. You put all chips on black, or so to speak.
Yeah.
You knew that you were gonna put that roulette on black to make it happen, right? But what was going through your mind, man? Because it's not everyone that feels particularly comfortable doing that, right? But it's a position that a lot of guys are in.
I mean, I just weighed it up. I was just like, I either invest all into the course and I learn how to run the agency and it solves my problem forever of just getting meetings and learning how to get clients and service clients and all of that. I either invest everything that I made and put it into the course, or and let's say the course fails and I don't learn anything and I'm still at the same spot, or I don't buy the course and then eventually I'm just gonna fizzle out. My savings are gonna fizzle out over time, and I'm gonna be in the same spot either way, right? So if you put it like that, there's nothing really, there's no downside to it.
Yeah,
The only thing you got to do is work. If you have the course and you work, there's no way you can fail.
yeah, man.
Literally no way.
And dude, I wanted to ask you something that kind of just clicked. Like, how did you get on with the time zones, right? Because obviously, then the coaching becomes like a little bit more awkward, being down on the other side of the world in Australia. How did those things get on, or did you even use
But
the coaching then?
I didn't join one coaching call, bro. I just couldn't.
No
I
way.
still, I still to this day haven't been in one coaching call.
You're kidding, man.
No, bro, I joined Jimmy's coaching call for like 20 minutes, bro. And it was like 10 o'clock and I was like falling asleep in my bed and I was like, I can't do this. Every coaching call is like at night for me. So for me, it was just listening to I literally, every word Charlie said in the course, I took it for gospel, did everything he said.
Yeah,
No if or buts, just everything he said. And then I never really got to the point where I needed a coaching call. I mean, I got kind of lucky, but like everything I did for the first time, it just worked. Like Charlie told me how to in the course how to run emails. I did my emails and it just started banging straight away.
yeah,
So I don't really need the coaching calls, but like I feel like if I needed it, I would have took the sacrifice and stayed up. But for me, it was just routine, right? It was just waking up at 4 a.m. every day, working for as many hours as I can, going to sleep and doing the same. And unfortunately, the coaching calls fall between 7 p.m. and 4 a.m. for me, right? So it's just like when I'm sleeping. So
yeah.
I didn't line up. It never was a problem for me.
That's brilliant, man. That's good to know, man, because I think that's it. If you just follow the course, like word for word, take it as gospel, like you said, like it's not gonna go wrong, right? It's where people kind of go off the path a little bit. That's when they end up
Yeah.
using a lot of the coaching, man. And in terms of the sales things, again, you just went through the training, you started putting it into your sales calls, and it just kind of worked off the bat.
Oh, bro, I did did the sales training in the course, did everything Charlie said, word for word. Like, there's a lot of I've watched the call recordings back now. Like, I've watched a few call recordings back just to see where like some problems that other people are having and like if I'm doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
So I can always watch the calls back, but the main problem I see is like they're just not doing what Charlie said in the course. It's like if you just do exactly what he said, eliminate all emotion, all like pain, I don't want to ask this question, just do it anyway. If you just do everything he says, then you can't fail. And I mean, I was literally doing everything he said. He said that review your sales calls. I'm there for like, spent all my Sundays and Saturdays just watching sales calls, like the whole thing on like 1x speed. And I realized that's a bit stupid now, but like, yeah, I was literally taking everything he said for gospel.
Yeah,
And I think that's definitely what helped me a lot. I mean, just not second guessing anything. And it's like just watching the whole video, the whole course, sitting down, watching it, soaking it all in like a sponge. Every action item did it. And it's like if you do every action item and you're like, all right, I've done every other action item, I might as well just do this one as well. And you
hmm,
just keep going like that. And then yeah, you're there. You've already made it.
I love that, man. Dude, I'm actually quite blown back that even on Saturdays, Sundays, you're listening to calls on 1x speed. Like, damn,
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't know what I was doing, bro. He just said watch the calls back. I was like, all right, easy. sat there and just started watching that shit.
Yeah, just cringing your ass off when you're listening. Like I still struggle, man. When I listen to a recording, I have to put it on 1.5, 2x, otherwise I can't listen to myself, you know?
I kick myself to this day. I'm just like, if I watch a call back and I'm like, oh, I should have said that. Like it sits with me to the next call. You know, it's like,
It
oh, I should
does.
have went dug deeper into that, and then I just like obsess over it, and then on the next call, I make it better, and then it's just like out of nowhere, you learn sales. You've learned the hardest bit, and you're there.
And you got a field manual and you essentially taught yourself, right? Without going to any of the coaching calls, which is sick, man. So on that note, like what would you say to somebody that's on the fence, right? They're like, yeah, I don't see how it can get any worse. This will probably make it better. Maybe I'm gonna be in the same place, but what if I lose that money and like this, all
Oh,
these
bro.
different things like whirling around, you know?
It's just like, yeah, these people obviously don't know the value of this course, right? If you're on the fence, like let's say someone's on a call with you and they're sitting there like, I don't know, if they know deep in their heart that they're going to put the work in, then there's literally nothing that will stop you. Like my friends ask me, oh, how did you make all this money? I'm just like, buy EasyGrow and shut up. Like, just you've got to buy the course, do the work, and that's all you've got to do. If you commit to yourself to doing the work, EasyGrow will give you everything else, and then stick at it for long enough, and you've made it. It comes down to do they really want it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
I'm gonna get a t-shirt printed. Shut up and get easy grow.
yeah, like, they were ask, how do you afford that? And I was just like, bro, just shut up and buy EasyGrow. Like, don't come to me with all these new ideas. Just buy EasyGrow first because
Yeah, and dude, just on that note, like you, I think I know your answer already, but I do want to double check. Like you follow Charlie's word for gospel, but if there was anything about the program that we could change to make it better, would there be anything? And if so, like what would that be?
would change. I mean, I wouldn't get rid of anything. If anything, I would add. But I mean, I think Charlie's got that sorted in the new modules that he's making, right?
What would you
There's
add?
really, I mean, I know Charlie's obviously making that new module for how to turn your agency into an info thing. I thought about this the other day, I was thinking, oh, there's something that this is missing. I've actually lost it. I think it was like, I can't remember now, man. It was definitely something small, like just, that's it. How to offboard clients.
Mm,
That is what I don't know how to do, right? How to offboard this. Yeah, this was it. Like, I got a client that wants to leave. Cool. What's the proper way of offboarding them? The right way that, yeah, that's just free ball. Like, obviously, you tell them to hop on a call with you, and you can like, you're like, all right, no problem, hop on a call, and we'll go through the offboarding process. But I'm just winging it. I don't even know what that means.
mm,
I'm just saying it and just doing it.
mm-hmm. What
But
is it
that's
that like that you're doing at the moment that makes you feel like you're not doing it right, man?
well, should I downsell them? Should I just say, okay, you want to leave? That's no problem. Cool. Should I downsell them? Should I somehow ask them, like, obviously I'm asking them for feedback so I can improve the product, but like, do I downsell them into a smaller ticket offer? Do I try to keep in like what do I do?
Yeah, makes sense,
Just
man. I'll pass that on to Charlie and Bo. Give it a couple of weeks and it'll be in the program, but you know that already. You know how we are, man. And yeah, just find man. What are the next steps for you? Because you're at 20K a month. You don't want to stay there. What's happening next, man? Apart from traveling to very exotic places and working with chefs.
oh yeah. Yeah, I bought it. Obviously, I haven't left the country yet, so I've been in Australia my whole life just because I was like, you know what, I'm not leaving until I make some serious money. That was my mindset for the longest time. But now, I've got the passport ready. I've booked my trip, booked the mansion in Thailand, and I'm ready to go to there. But I don't know. I'm just scaling. I want to get to around 50K, 60K, and then transform my business into info and go from there. But it's just a matter of setting more appointments, closing more deals, better service, and just scaling the business to 50K. That's it.
And you got to reach out. I mean, you're at 40, 50, and then we'll help you with the transition right there. It's gonna take no time at all, man. Give it another 3, 4 months, you'll be there anyway. And just don't get lost in Thailand. Don't do some crazy things, or do. You've deserved it. You've earned it, you know?
Ah, bro, I'm head down, bro. I'm head down working, just doing sales calls. That's all I'm doing in Thailand.
For
It's just
sure.
like I think about it. It's like, all right, so 0 to 10K. If I had $0 in the bank, that's like if I had $100 in the bank, that's 100%. 10K to 50K is only 5%. 5 times, I mean.
Hmm.
Five. So it's just like, I mean, it's on the math, it seems pretty simple to me.
Yeah. All you have to do essentially, like to go from 10K to 40K is you double it and then you double it again, right? Like that's it. That's it. It's a
And I
lot.
mean, I started doing that. I booked, I think, 7 appointments today. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to keep that consistent and keep going, hiring out my team, building it bigger, building an
Seven
empire.
appointments booked in one day.
Yeah, 7 light ones, bro. 7 light ones.
That cold calling?
Nah,
How are you
I
doing?
don't know. Email, SMS. I run ads now. There's
Well,
no way, bro. I did cold call. I feel like I put my shift in. But I try to hire on cold call a lot, and
yeah,
I feel like they got it. So
dude. It's been wicked, man. Dude, you're a pleasure. I love it. I love your vibe. I love how you just fucking get on with it. You're not overthinking stuff. And dude, I have every confidence that you're going to be at 50K in no time at all. Then we can start scaling to the 7 figures, right? Get this to 100K a month. Get it to 200K a month. I'd like to see you at that point by the end of the year. So like halfway through the year, potentially, depending on what happens, you make that switch and just really scale it to the end of the year, man.
you
Um,
know, man.
yeah,
Oh, bro.
we're here to support you, and yeah, man, I really appreciate it. I do appreciate you taking the time. It was just funny that the other day where I messaged you like, should we do Friday at this time? And you're like, oh no, man, it's Friday night. Yeah, you wanted to go out in your whip, man.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, no, I was like, no way, bro. Friday, that's crazy. Friday's like I only have downtime. That's the only time I get to watch Netflix, bro. That's the only
Yeah,
time I allow myself to like just I can have a little sleep in.
that's
5
true.
a.m.
Fair
It's
enough.
time.
All right, man. I'll catch you back in the program, maybe in the coaching call sometime, but probably not. So I'll
Yeah,
see
what do you coach? I wouldn't know, but what do you coach, Vince?
you. Sales call reviews, and so yeah, you were doing it all on your own. That's
Oh,
um,
you do sales audits?
yeah, but that's like it's gonna be in the middle of the night for you. Some Aussies stay up, but there's a crazy cunt.
I feel like the main like everyone knows the problem. I feel like most people come to calls knowing the solution to their problem, and they're just like
Mm,
asking the question if you know how to solve it.
yeah,
I think for me, it's just relentless action. I just keep taking action until it works. You know what I mean?
yeah, I see that, man. I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
start my day. You're gonna finish it now.
yeah,
Enjoy
bro. That's the
your
last
time.
thing I got to do today. Is this cool? And then
All
I'm
right,
off.
man. I'll catch you in a bit,
All
dude.
right,
Appreciate you.
easy, mate. See you later, Vince.
Bye bye.